Good morning children, welcome back to social class. We already reached lesson block 19, timelines and source of history. Up to now what we had learned? We had learned how to arrange the historical events in a sequence. And after that, how to divide the historical events before the Christ and after the Christ. And how to, and in LP3 what we had learned? How to find out the information like primary information, secondary information. Up to now, these are the things we had learned in our LP1, LP2, LP3 in block 19, timelines and source of history, right? So today we are going to start our LP4. Let's see what we have in our LP4. So today's our LP4 is saying that why we need to learn about the history. What are the reasons that we have to read the history? So can anyone guess why we need to read history? Yes, like I said earlier, how I said, what about I said history, that everyone should learn history because one thing is that if we know what exactly happened in the past, we can make our future better. And if we had done anything wrong in the past, so in the future we can't make it them repeat again, right? And not only that, there are some other reasons that we can read history. So what is that? Let's check it out on the board. We have to study history to know about our past, right? So we can have a better future, right? And what is the connection between the past and present? Yes, sometimes there will be a connection. For example, if past is bad, we can make better future. If past is good, even we also can make our future better. If we did anything wrong in the past, we can see that those mistakes won't happen in the future. Not only that, and things also can be changed if we know the past. For example, let's take our schools only. In the olden days, there is a system used to call as a Gurukula system, where kids used to go to the teacher and they used to stay in the teacher's house and they used to do all the work for teacher. Instead of that, teacher used to teach them. They have to stay up to they will get 16 or 18 years until they complete their full education. Even though he is rich or the student is poor, it doesn't matter for the teacher. Teacher only chooses the kid how to make them educate and how exactly we have different subjects we have right now, right? And in the olden times, we don't have that much different subjects. Teacher used to guess the kids' knowledge and according to them, in which subject they have interest, in that subject only they used to get them trained, right? But nowadays, if we take our schools, it doesn't matter. We are not searching whether the kid has that much knowledge or not. Simply we are implementing so many subjects on him and we are pushing them to read and read. Whether we are not checking which subject he has interest in his or not. Simply what we are doing, we are following whatever according to UGC or the state government rules, we are implementing the subjects and we are making better education for the kids. Do you think? Okay, let's forget. So, what is the connection between the past and present? So, if we know the history, we can know the connection between the past and present. And after that, how things are changed from old to new. Yes, to have something better in life, we always have to read the history. So, we can do betterment in our future. For example, what I said, how things are changed from old to new. For example, in the olden days, we used to have a hand fans. Right now, we have electrical fans, coolers, ACs, which works on electronic things, right? Which works on electricity. Where we don't have to use our hands, where we don't have to do our physical work, right? And in olden days, we used to have a wooden cycle, which was made by wooden, right? Now, we have a iron cycle and we have a scooters, cars, right? And in olden days, we used to have a engine which works on a coal. Right now, we have a electricity trains, metro trains, right? So, how we have did all these things? Because when we know past how exactly they used made of things, we always try to improve them. So, this is how history also help us to make the things better. So, how things are changed from old to new. This is how history helps, right? So, in the olden days, we used to cook earthen chullas. Our food we used to cook our food on earthen chullas. Right now, we have gas stoves, and after that, again we modified into electric stoves, ovens. So, what exactly happened? We always try to change our past based on our past. We always try to change our future better and better. So this is why we have to read our history. What are the reasons why we need to read our history? We have to study history to know about our past. If we know past, we can do our future very better. So what is the connection between past and present? If you know the connection between past and present also, the past always helps to make the future better. And how things are changed from old to new. How things have changed from hand fans to electrical fans, coolers, ACs, and from wooden cycle to like iron cycle. And the comb, you know, people have used to comb their hair by using a wooden combs. Up to when my grandmother was alive, at that time she also used to have a comb her hair with a wooden comb only. Right now we are using plastic combs, and electrical combs are also available right now we are doing, right? So this is how we used to have the connections between the old and new. So these are the reasons why we have to study history. I hope everyone understood. Everyone open please your volume. Yes children, everyone please open your volume S4 and page number is 18. So go on. So what is the first question here? We have, what are two things that history can tell us about the past? So you know the answer. What are the two things that history tells about the past? Okay. Now see the second question. Each of these things was made in the past. Write one way which they could be connected to your life. The first one is an example. What is this? We still use telephones to talk to people. Telephones also kept changing and we now have mobile phones too. So here you have two examples and how these old things are connected to future. Now are we using them? If we are using them, how we exactly using them? You have to write. Okay. Now third one. Look at the picture B and C above. What materials do you think people use to make these things? Do we still use these materials to make things? Look at the picture B and C above. What materials do you think people use to make these things? Do we still use materials to make things? So you know the answer very well. You have to complete your volume, and none of third class children are not sending volumes. Only some kids are sending. Okay. So please send your volume through WhatsApp after completing. I hope everyone understood the lesson. Thank you.